Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well today. If you are new here, my name is Jade. I post over here at least 3 times a week, but if you're not new here, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well today. So today's video is actually quite an exciting one. I love to watch these kind of videos. So today we're going to be doing a first impressions, but like a full face of first impressions makeup. So we're going to be testing out a bunch of brands. We've got some more high-end brands in here. We've got some more drugstore brands. That we have such a variety of products to try out. So without further ado, let's get straight on with today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section down below. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And let's get started with today's video. So as I said, I've got a lot of different products to show you guys today to try out. A couple of them I've tried already, but the majority of these, I think all of them apart from one actually of these items, I have not tried. Like, they are brand new first impressions. So the first one I've got is my primer. And this is the Revolution Pro 24 Karat Gold Primer. This looks so gorgeous. It's got some really nice golden flecks inside it. This one was supposed to be £15, but I picked it up for £4.50 in a sale. So if you guys are fast, you might be able to get it at that price too. It's got a really nice glass bottle. It says 24 Karat Gold Serum Primer, which makes me think it's going to be quite nice and moisturising and good for your skin. This is the only one that I've tried, and I've only tried it around my eye area when I was practicing an eye look the other day, so I've not actually tried it properly, but I'm very excited to try this. So it's got like a little pipette, like a squeeze of a pipette on the end. So this is what it looks like. So it's got those like gold flakes, like I said. I'm just going to start to apply this on my face. It is so kind of cooling and refreshing. It feels really nice and cool. I'm not sure if there's a smell to it. There's a very slight bit of fragrance in there. It's quite nice. It's really subtle though, which I really like. And I'm just getting this all over my face. So you can't really see the gold flecks as much. You can see it when it's on my face a little bit there, but then when you rub it in, you can't actually see the gold flecks. This reminds me a little bit of the YSL primer. I think it's their like blur or like perfecting primer or something. It's really nice as that one. It feels really nice. As I'm rubbing it in, it's making me feel quite glowy, and on my hand it's literally giving me like a really glowy kind of effect. It's a lot more liquidy. I feel like it's sinking into my skin, but it's quite soft, like it's quite moisturising. I do really like the feel of it. Like, I've not had any bad reactions on my skin to it. Like, sometimes if I try products and it's like too fragrant or got something in it that my skin doesn't like, my skin will like really burn and it's not good. But this one seems to be going down quite well. Like, it's sinking in quite nicely as well. My primer is now all applied, and it's giving me quite like a glowy kind of healthy kind of look. I really like that. I normally go for more of a mattifying primer. One of my go-to primers at the moment is the Revolution Pro Matte Primer. That is so good. I really like that. That's more of a jelly kind of consistency compared to this one's like a proper liquid, but it's got kind of that tacky base and kind of tacky feel to it at the moment, which is quite good. But that makes me feel like it's going to be a bit more dewy, which I don't normally go for, but for a testing video, I want to try it out, so why not? So next I've got the e.l.f. Flawless Stain Foundation. This I've been excited to try. This is in the shade 250 Buff with warm yellow undertones. So we'll see what this is like. This looks really nice. I really hope that with these, because I'm trying a lot of like new drugstore items, yeah, I really want to try and find myself a good few dupes for some high-end items. So I feel like in this video I will be able to find some, and I want to do a dupes video very soon. I've now got it out of its package, and this is what it looks like. It's got kind of a frosted kind of glass effect. I'm going to test this out now. I haven't even tested the shade out, but I did a tester, I think one lighter than this and one darker than this. They didn't have a tester for this specific one, but the one lighter was too light and the one darker was too dark. So I thought, you know what, we'll go in the middle and we'll go for this one. So I'm just going to get a couple of pumps onto my hand. Okay, do you know what? That doesn't look too bad a colour. I quite like that. I think that's actually going to work out. It's a little bit lighter than my NARS one is, but I do quite like that. It's quite a nice colour. Also, my hands are like quite orange and weird coloured at the moment. I tried to apply some tan onto my arms last night. It was very late, and then the tan, it just applied like literally green and black, and I was like, oh my god, what is this going to look like in the morning? And then when I woke up this morning, there's just not really anything there, so it's fine, but it's just a little bit orange. So I'm going to start to apply this now. Oh, it feels quite thick and quite creamy. I'm hoping it's quite good coverage. Okay. I like this so far. It is a little bit lighter than I normally go for. So this is probably more of a like winter shade than a summer shade. It smells really nice. I can't work out what it smells like. I literally am like this with all beauty products. It says it smells so good, but then I can never ever figure out what they smell like. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, when you've got a clean load of washing done. It kind of reminds me of that, but this is quite a thick consistency, which is really, really good. I do feel like this is going to be quite good coverage. Okay, so far I'm really, really impressed, but I'll see what it looks like when we blend it out. So I'm going to grab a beauty blender now and blend the rest of this out, and then we'll see what it actually looks like. I don't know if it is a little bit too yellow because it does have that yellow undertone. So I'm just taking one of my Real Techniques beauty blenders. I'm just going to start to blend this in. I'm just not a massive brush person for like foundation, for like any kind of liquidy products, like my concealer as well. Don't use a brush for concealer, I always use a sponge, but I feel like it just blends it out so much more evenly. This I'd say is probably more of a medium coverage than a high coverage foundation. It is really nice, but I don't know, it just hasn't made a massive impact on my skin. Like, I really like it, it's quite thick, feels nice, but I thought it was going to be like more full coverage. This is what it looks like. It's actually quite nice foundation. Like, the way it's sat on my skin is quite nice, like it's blended in quite nicely. I do quite like that. So overall, I do like the foundation. I think it's quite nice, but like I said, I'd probably go for a different shade. And like I said as well, it's not as full coverage as my NARS one is, which is my absolute favourite foundation. So that's kind of the one that you've got to beat, because that's one that I use every single day. So next we're going to go in with my concealer. Quite excited for this. I've bought a brand new Juvia's Place concealer, and I've never ever tried the brand before, but they look really, really good. I've wanted to try them for the longest time. So I'm just going to open this up and we're going to give it a go. Really excited for this. The doe in this looks very, very similar to my e.l.f. one. So I'm hoping I'll really like it, but I have to see what the actual coverage is, what the colour's like, everything like that. I may end up having to go in with like a darker foundation because this is a light concealer. I'm not sure exactly how light. This is what it looks like. Like, I feel like this is darker than my foundation. Should I just apply a little bit and see what it's like? Like, that's literally darker than my foundation. Okay, well, I'm going to go in with it anyway because it's for the video. It's a testing video, so it's not exactly I'm going out anywhere. Very, very thick. I really, really like the consistency of that. There's just a lot of product that comes out. It's very liquidy, but at the same time it's quite thick. Like, it feels like it's going to be really good coverage. I'm going to start to blend it in, and I'm just going to use the small end of the same beauty blender. Oh, that's nice. I felt this paired with my NARS foundation would be absolutely beautiful. I love the way that it's just concealed my nose there. Like I said, it's a little bit too light foundation for this concealer, but I do like it, so we're going to keep going with it. We're going to see what happens. Do you know what? That's blended out beautifully. That has blended out really, really nicely. I wasn't sure because it's so liquid. I thought it was going to take the longest time ever to blend this out. I feel like the biggest problem with the foundation is that I just didn't put enough product on. I feel like that's where I went wrong with that. Like, look at that. That concealer is really light and it's really pretty. I do really like that. The only thing I don't have for this video is a bronzer slash contour. That's the only thing I don't have that's new. So I'm just going to go in with my regular old Revolution one. This is just my Mega Bronzer in the shade Warm. This one is just really, really nice. I really like a good powder bronzer because I feel like you can just build it as much as you want, apply it where you want. I really like these. So I'm just taking a 002 brush from Real Techniques, tapping into this. It's just such a beautiful bronzer. This is like my go-to one at the moment. And then I'm just going to start blending this out. I'm just going to start to stick it where I want it. It's on my chin, top of my cheekbone. I'll probably blend it properly after to make it a little bit faster and a bit easier. And then my forehead is like the most important part of my contour really, because I feel like it really starts to shape your face if you do your contour up there. Well, bronze, contour, same difference really. So there we go, and then on this side as well. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I'm gonna blend it out. May apply some more, I might do some nose contour, but I'm gonna blend this out and see what it looks like, because I currently look pretty crazy. My contour and bronze is now all blended in. I'm just going to go in with the powder because I want to set my under eyes and see how well the concealer really performs. So I've just grabbed my Huda Beauty powder. This is just my white one. I'm just applying some underneath there. That's all I'm going to use. I'm not going to use any anywhere else, just underneath my eyes for the concealer. And do you know what? I do really like this one. Again, this one is not new. I've had this for like a year now, or maybe 2 years now. Really good though. So I just wanted to give it a try with the concealer and see how the concealer kind of works with it. I really like this beauty blender. Got it in a brush set and oh my god, it is so good. Like it literally just fits like right into that kind of like bit underneath your eye there. It fits really nicely. So this is just a bit of an update of what my face is looking like. I feel like it's actually giving me a bit of a natural highlight up here. Like it's really highlighted and kind of brought some more kind of life and a little bit of kind of glowiness, like a natural glow to my skin. And I think that's all from the primer we used. I'm going to move on to my blush now, and I'm actually going to use a MAC blush. Got a very exciting MAC video coming up soon. I'm going to do a full face of MAC because I got a MAC advent calendar and I've never tried MAC before. It's all going to be like first impressions. So this is what the blush looks like. Really nice packaging. This one is a 70, which is warm soul, and it's got a really kind of subtle shimmer to it. I've never tried a shimmery blush, not ever been my thing, but you know what, I really want to try it. So I've just grabbed my brush, and this is the 206. I'm just gonna get some of this onto my brush. Oh, it looks like a really pretty shade. Quite excited to try this, you know. I feel like I haven't tried that many different blushes. Okay, I love that colour. Okay, I really like that colour. That is such a pretty kind of subtle colour. Like it's a really nice, and it does give you a bit more of a glow as well from that shimmer in it. Really like that. I'm gonna go in and do my other side now. It's a really delicate one. It's quite buildable as well, so I feel like you could put like a little bit on if you want a little bit and it'd still show, but then if you wanted it a little bit more intense, like depending on what kind of look you're going for, you could just build it up. Look at how pretty that shade is. Like that is so pretty. It's kind of like a rose kind of sun-kissed look. I don't know. It's very pretty. I really like that. I feel like blush really brings back the life in my face after I've kind of like put all my other products on. I never ever used to like it, but I'm really into it lately. So this is what it's looking like. The next thing I'm going to try is my highlight. So I've actually got 3 different ones to try. I'm only going to do 2 today. They are all Kylie ones. I've got 2 of the regular Kylie highlights. This one is in 010 and the other one is in 050. And then I also have the Kylie medium shimmer Kylie eyebrow highlighter. Sorry, the Kybrow highlighter. I'm very excited to try this. So the one I've decided to go in with first is the Kylie 050, which is this beautiful shade. Like it's so pretty. It's like a champagne-y kind of gold tone. I'm using my setting brush by Real Techniques for this. This is the one that I always use for highlight. I don't know why, I just really like it. So I'm just getting some on my brush. I'm very excited for this. I haven't tried these yet. I've had them like since Christmas, so I'm very excited to try them. I'm just gonna start to apply this. Oh, look at that. Don't know if you guys can actually see. Yeah, you can see this. Look at how beautiful this colour is. Like, I'm sorry, but this shade is actually like perfect. Look at that highlight. That is absolutely unreal. Do you know what? I absolutely love that. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I actually like this more than my current one. I use the shade at the moment, Ice Me Out, which is one of the ones that Kylie uses. So I thought, you know what, we'll give it a go, see what it's like as my first one. And I really, really like it. But now I'm like, okay, this one is beautiful. Like, look at how glowy that is just from applying the smallest amount of product. So I'm going to apply my highlight on this side. That is absolutely stunning. Like, it's so pretty. I'm just going to make sure these edges are all blended. But that is an absolutely beautiful highlight. Like, look, it's literally, look at how it's literally just melted into my skin. It's going to get a little bit more. I'm going to do this side. Make sure the top of this is done. And then I'm going to do some down the centre of my nose. Oh, look at that highlight. It is so gorgeous. Kylie highlights are generally more expensive, but they, oh my god, they are worth the money. Look at that. That is just beautiful. It's literally just melted into my skin. That is absolutely beautiful. This is now how my face is looking. Now, the majority of my face is done. I'm going to move on to eyes now. So first thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows, because I feel like the more effort I put into my eyebrows, the better my eyeshadow is and the easier it is to apply. So the first product I've got is the Brow Shake by Rimmel. I really struggled to get into this. There's literally stickers all over it, but I'm finally in. And this is in the shade 2, which is medium brown. Never ever tried anything like this before, so I'm very excited. And then I also have a brow gel from MAC to try, but I'm going to get started with this one first. It just looks so strange. Like, it says it's a powder, which I don't really get, but we're going to go with it and see what happens anyway. Start just like applying a bit on here. Oh, that is quite dark. Okay, I may have to just blend it out. That's really dark. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I just have to blend it out a bit more than I would. Okay, this is not how I expected it. I thought this was not going to be very pigmented, but this is like very pigmented. Okay, I just don't even get how that works. I've applied that on, and I'm going to blend it out with like a small brush. Like, I don't really get it. It's like when I've touched it, I've now got like powder all over my hands. Like, I don't get it, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to just use this small little brush here. I'm just going to start to blend this out. For me, I don't think this really is for me. Because I need a bit more precision and a lighter shade. I think I'm better off just using my finger, if I'm honest, to blend this out. I'm literally just blending it over it. Look at that. Look at how dark my eyebrows are. I'm not a fan of this. Like, this might work for other people, but for me, this definitely gets a no for me. I'm not... I just look like I've got slugs on my eye. Like, they just look so big. Like, yeah, I'm not a massive fan. I'm going to get a spoolie and try, like, blend it out a little bit and just work with it a little bit more until we're a bit happy with this. So I'm just going to start brushing these through. Okay, I feel that's helped a little bit so far. I feel like that might actually help. Quite a nice, I don't know what to call it. It's like a wand. It's a really nice wand. Okay, that's better than it was. It's a little bit more manageable now. We're getting a little bit better. Just trying to make them like really fluffy, just trying to blend them as much as I can. This one, no, they're both still a bit out there, aren't they? I feel like this is the best that I can get my brows, so I'm going in with this gel. And do you know what, I've not tried it yet, but I'm obsessed already. This is the packaging, really pretty. It is the MAC brow set, and when you actually take it out, like, I don't know how we're going to be able to see this, but when you take it out, it comes out with like no product on. That's because it like squeezes it off in the tube. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool. It's got like a really small inside bit, so it like takes off all the excess product. That alone would make me buy this product, just because I feel like with my brow gel, I always end up with way too much of my wand, and then I end up all down the sides of the actual packaging because I'm trying to get rid of the excess. So I'm gonna give this a go, see what it's like. Ooh, okay. I don't like the powder we've got underneath. There's not a lot we can do about that, so we're just gonna see what we can do to kind of like fix or just make them look a little bit better if possible. But I like this. My eyebrows desperately need like plucking off something. Look at them. Absolute mess. But that's better than it was. That is better. I feel like that's blended it out a little bit more and taken some of that product off. I don't think it's supposed to take the product off, but in our case, that was a really good thing because it was very, very wild. It was just a bit much, if I'm honest. So I'm going to put this away now because my eyebrows are pretty much all set in place. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to grab my little wand again. Let's clean it off a bit and then grab that wand. And I'm just going to make sure they're all like where I want them to be. Like it's properly positioned, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to do it too long with the eyebrow gel because then I'll literally have like really hard eyebrows. My eyebrows are now finished. I'm not a big fan of them. They're way too dark, and this one looks so much thicker than this one. But that's all from the pomade, but there's not a lot we can do about it. As I said, it's a testing video, so things are going to go wrong. Like I'm going to give my honest opinion on things. So now that's done, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a P. Louise eye base because I don't have a new eye base. And I'm just going to use my eye base and I'm literally just going to apply this all over my eyes and help to carve out where my eyebrow is there as well. I'll apply all this and I'll come back and I've got a brand new eye palette to try and then we've got a brand new viral mascara to try as well. My eyes are now all primed and I feel like that's helped my eyebrows a little bit. Still a bit wonky, but it's fine. So the palette I'm going to be using today is the Self Love Club palette by I Heart Revolution. They've recently brought out so many new lines, but one of them is an I Heart Revolution kind of palette line full of self-love and motivational kind of quotes. I haven't tried this one out yet, so I thought I'd try it out in this video today. I'm very excited. It's a very kind of like pastel-y, rainbowy themed palette and it's very beautiful. Absolutely love the packaging. Like it is so cute. I've already done the blue palette. This is the rainbow themed one and I've got a pink one coming very soon, so make sure you guys check that out too. But I just want to try this one out, so I thought it was kind of cute. So I'm just gonna go for kind of like an orangey look, I think, because there's a few like orangey, yellow, pinky kind of colours. This one has a higher kind of ratio of shimmers to mattes. This has 5 shimmers and 3 mattes, where I think the last one had 2 shimmers and 6 mattes, but I could be wrong. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go with the orange because I'm quite feeling the orange, you know. I felt the orange would be kind of cute. So I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush. This is just one of my Michelin brushes. It's just a really nice brush. And I'm just swiping into that orange. These palettes remind me so much of the original Revolution palettes. Like the ones that were like long, like vertical ones, not horizontal. But these are so nice. The pigmentation in these palettes are so good. So I'm just going to start applying this because I've done like a full face video. I don't want to do anything like fancy with my eyes because otherwise I'm going to be here for hours. So I'm just going to do something nice and simple. Just getting a little bit of that nice orange in there. Just blending that through my crease on both lids. Just so I'm making sure it's nice and symmetrical. Well, as symmetrical as it's going to get really. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the yellow and I'm going to use that as like a transition shade to blend the orange out with, because it's a really pretty orange, but I want to blend it out a little bit better. But it's so pigmented. Now the more you pick up, obviously the more pigmented you're going to get, so I don't want to pick up too much at a time, but it is really pretty. It's quite vibrant as well. Like it's a lot more vibrant than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more pastel than this, but very pretty. So next I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to grab that yellow, but I think I'm actually going to switch brushes for that. I feel like that might be kind of a good idea. I'm going to go like a smaller brush that was kind of fitting to my crease a little bit better. So the brush that I'm going to use is this one here. This is a Technic brush. I just don't know what it's called. This is what it looks like. Nice and fluffy. I'm going into the yellow, which is called One of a Kind. These are very pigmented, like I said, but the only problem I've had with them, I don't know how they can say on camera, but it is so crumbly. Like there you can see I literally dip my brush in, like not that much, and it is very crumbly. So you do have to be careful with this palette just for the crumbliness, but it's probably just crumbly because I try pack it on a bit and because it's quite pigmented shades, so that's probably why. So it's okay really, it's just a little bit annoying. So I'm going in with the yellow now. I do apologise if you can hear voice in the background. I'm really hoping you can't. and that my microphone hasn't picked up on it. It's just I can hear them, so I'm hoping that you guys can't. Do you know what? That's actually a really nice yellow. Like, that's blended that out quite nicely. I felt this one's got more yellow on than this one, so I'm just going to apply a little bit more yellow there on this one, just to brighten it up a little bit more, so it looks less kind of muddy and more actually bright. But that's a really, really pretty colour. I really, really like that. See, it's really subtle, but it's just done the job. I want to try one of the shimmers, but I don't know which to do. Like, I don't know what shimmer's going to go in this eye look. Like, we've got the blue. I don't know, I think blue would be a bit too much, and then there's the red, but then the red's a bit too much as well. Do you know, I don't think I'm going to try the shimmers in this video, but I will definitely try them in another video, because they are really, really beautiful. Like, the purple's really pretty as well, but I just don't think any of the shimmers would go with this eye look. Like, there's this really dark red, a bit of a lighter red, which possibly could, but I don't think it will. So what I'm going to do now is, I think I'm just going to do a little bit more blending on the eye so it looks a little bit neater, because I've kind of got that little white patch there, because I was going to do a cut crease with the glitter, but I've just decided not to anymore. So I'm going to grab the pink, I think, and I've just got this really fluffy morph brush, and I'm just tapping into that pink. And I'm going to put the pink like right at the bottom of my eye, like on my lid. Not too much, just like a little touch of it, just to kind of brighten that look up and just cover where we had that gap there. Like, I like that, it's a pretty colour. So again, tapping in this one. This one's called I Am Priority, and I just love the shade names. Like, they're so inspirational, and they're so kind of self-love, motivation and self-care club kind of thing. So now that pink's applied, this is what it's looking like. It's really, really pretty colour. I'm a big, big fan of the whole palette. It's very, very nice. I just wish that they had some shimmers that are a bit like that's the most neutral one, and it's quite blue. I want some like whites and some like silvers and golds and things like that. I think I'm going to use that. Oh, that actually looks quite white on my hand. Okay, I might use this blue one. I was going to use it as just an inner corner shimmer. We'll use it as an inner corner and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to apply a little bit in here. Like, you can see that blue tint, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I might apply like a small swipe over my lid, just not anything too much. Just get that reflectiveness in it. And that just looks a bit shiny. So on my inner corners, it's actually quite pretty. I'm going to use a small bit on my lid, just tapped into it. Literally tapped into it on my finger, so I've just got some on my finger, and I'm just going to tap it over like this into my lid. Like, I don't want it to change the colour too much, I just want a little bit of shimmer there. But with it being a blue one, there we go. Do you know what? That's really, really pretty. I really like that palette. I really do. So the next, and I think final thing that we're going to try is the brand new Revolution 5D Lash Power Volumizing Mascara. And that is an absolute mouthful to say, but this is like their biggest new thing. Like, this is their new mascara, and it's supposed to be amazing. I've seen really, really good reviews on it as well. This is the actual packaging, and it looks so weird because the way you use it is you go, like, you literally pop it open and shut. Like, I don't really get how that works. That, like, having, you know, it exposed to a lot of air and stuff and drying out really fast. But the actual wand itself looks very, very, very dark. Like, there's a lot of products on there. It looks a little bit like it could end up being clumpy on my eyes, but we'll just see what it looks like. We'll see how it turns out. It does scare me. It does look very, very big and very dark, and it scares me. But it's supposed to be really good. Oh! Okay. I'm not one for all the 5D lash mascara and, you know, the best lash mascara in the world. Like, I'm not one for all that. I'm more one for, I'll try it and see what I think. But this? Okay. So far, this has a lot of potential. I definitely need another one just to, like, separate my lashes with and, like, get rid of any clumpiness, because it is annoying because it's applying a lot of products, which is good, but it's not good for the aspect of, like, the clumpiness. If you look up close, this here is one coat of the 5D Power Lash Mascara, which is really actually quite good. But if you look even closer, you can see where it has started to clump there. Okay, that has done such a good job. Like, now I've separated them out a bit more. Like, compared to my natural ones, that's literally curled them. Well, it's my natural lashes. It just looks a bit more like fake lashes, but it's really, really curled them. Added some length, volume, and, like, it's just deepened them up as well, like that. I like that. So I'm gonna go away, I'm gonna do the other eye, and I'll be right back and we can finish this video off. This is now what my eyes are looking like. I've got a couple of things to mention about mascara. I feel like it is quite hard to apply sometimes. Like when you apply it onto your eyes, it is good. It does what it says. It is really, really volumizing. It gives you so much length and colour, and it's really, really good. The only problem is it is so clumpy when you apply it. Like, because there's so much products in there and the products are so good, the way that it applies, like I struggled and I ended up getting it down here a little bit. I had to clean it up. I ended up having to like separate all my lashes because they're a bit clumpy, but the overall end result is beautiful. It's just a little bit of a faff to use, but I do like the push cap. I really like that. So this is now the final result, and you know what, I'm actually really, really impressed with a lot of these products. Like, these are beautiful. Like, the highlight is still my absolute favorite from this video. The foundations performed really, really well. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but you know what, I do like it. It's really nice, like a natural everyday look. The blush is really pretty. I don't think there's anything in this that I'm not madly keen on, apart from the brow pomade. Like, I did not like that. My brows have turned out a little bit better than they were, but yeah, that brow pomade, I did not like that at all. But other than that, I'm really impressed. I really, really liked, I think, every single item in this. The concealer did a good job. Like, everything just worked, and I think everything's just like blended nicely together. Like I said though, the highlight has been my favorite. I almost forgot my final item, which is the Kaiba Pencil, which looks so pretty. It's so classy, and I just want to use it. I haven't tried it yet. I'm so excited. It says apply onto brows. Awesome. So at this end you've got a little sharpener, and then you pull the cap off, and it's got like a twist, I think. Yeah, it's got a twist. So I'm just going to start to apply some of this up here. That is so pretty. I love the colour. That is so, so pretty. I really love that colour. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit for a bit more shine. I feel like I could have gone for a lighter shade, but that is absolutely beautiful. I love that so much. So thank you so much all for watching this video. I have absolutely loved filming this. There is so many things that I've loved trying. I really love the foundation. I love the blush. And the mascara was really, really nice. Just a little bit of a faff trying to put it on. My overall favourite had to be the Kylie Highlight. Like, absolutely gorgeous. My absolute favorite. Is so, so beautiful. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this, do not forget to smash that thumbs up button, leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.